everyone, welcome back to Cooking with TK. Today you guys, as you see here, I have me some stuffed shells. Correct, these are taco stuffed shells. If you guys would like to know how to make you some delicious tasting taco stuffed shells, then this is the video for you. So the ingredients that you will need to make taco stuffed shells are, you will need some mild cheddar cheese. That's what I'm using, or you can use whatever cheese you like to go on your tacos, or some taco cheese. I'm going to use some enchilada sauce. Also, you're going to need some salsa or some rotel. I'm going to use this salsa that I found here. You're going to need some jumbo sized shells, okay? And that's a close-up on what the packet looks like. You're going to need some ground beef. I'm just using 1 pound of ground beef. You're going to need some Philadelphia cream cheese or some kind of cream cheese spread. In here, I've chopped up a small onion, just a little bit of onion, not a lot. You're going to need some taco seasoning, okay? I'm going to use some cilantros. You can use fresh cilantros. I just had these in my cabinet, so that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to use some garlic powder, and I am going to use some pepper. I'm not going to add any more salt because all these other ingredients have salt in them. So let's go ahead and let's get started making our taco stuffed shells, okay? Okay, everyone, so the first thing that I do is cook my pasta shells for our stuffed taco shells, okay? I heat up me some boiled water, try to get it to boiling. Add in 1 chicken bouillon cube, and I add in some cooking oil. The chicken bouillon cube gives any type of pasta that you cook flavor, okay? And the oil makes sure that the pasta doesn't stick, okay? This is what our stuffed pasta shell will look like. They are jumbo pasta shells, and I'm going to cook them al dente. I cook mine for about 12 minutes, but the package says cook them for 15 minutes. Cook about 24 shells. Okay, everyone, so now let's go ahead and let's prepare our meat, our ground beef. So the first thing that I do to my ground beef is I like to add black pepper and I like to add garlic powder. I will not add any other salt because my taco seasoning will have salt. So this is to cut down on the salt intake. So you go ahead and you season maybe about half a tablespoon of black pepper, half a tablespoon of garlic. Now make sure that you crumble up your ground beef really fine and cook your ground beef really well. I am using a lean ground beef, so I won't have much oil or little oil once this ground beef is done. Okay, so now I'm gonna add in my onions and allow my diced onions, this is a small onion, to cook right alongside my ground beef. The onions will give it a lot of flavor. I see some people add bell peppers as well as the onions to their ground beef and allow them to cook so that they can saute with the ground beef. And remember, the onions and the green bell pepper will add a lot of flavor. So once your ground beef is done, it is best that you go ahead and drain your ground beef before moving on to the next step. Okay, so now our next step into cooking our ground beef for our taco stuffed shells is to add in that taco seasoning. Once you add in your taco seasoning pack, go ahead and add in amount of water that the pack tells you for the 1 pound of ground beef. And you are going to stir that taco seasoning mixture in with the water and the ground beef. And you will allow this to cook for a few minutes, basically according to the packet. Now once that has completed and cooked to the desired liking or according to the packet, you are going to add in some cilantro. I'm adding in some dried cilantro, but you can add in fresh cilantro if you like. It's very tasty. If you don't want to add it in, you can omit it, but I'm adding it in because I really like the taste of cilantro. Okay, so go ahead and mix that in, and because I'm using the dehydrated cilantro, it will I don't know how to say it, but it's going to work out fine because they have liquid in our beef. Here I'm going to add in the salsa. I'm using a chunky salsa mix. If you do not have salsa, you can use some diced tomatoes, or you can use some taco sauce, or you can even use some Rotel from a can, or you can just leave your meat plain. You don't necessarily have to have the salsa, but it adds a lot of flavor. So allow that to simmer for a few minutes. And then you're going to turn your stove off, and you're going to add in your Philadelphia cream cheese. So remember, turn your meat mixture off. Move it from that eye to another eye and add in a small amount of the Philadelphia cream cheese. If you have an 8-ounce block, add in half of the 8-ounce block of Philadelphia cream cheese. Now for me, I added the whole container that I had. It wasn't an 8-ounce block, but yeah, I did. You don't trust me. It's very, very good. So go ahead and mix everything together and get it well combined. And then you're going to add in the desired cheese, shredded cheese of your choice. I have mild cheddar cheese. This is what I had in my fridge. A lot of people like to add in the taco cheese blend or the Mexican cheese blend. But remember, it's according to your desired liking, whatever type of shredded cheese you desire for your taco flavor. And you're going to go ahead and you're going to mix that in. Remember, this is already warm, so your cheese will go ahead and melt. Whoo, y'all. The flavors come together really, really good. So let's get our enchilada sauce and let's pour it into the bottom of whatever dish you desire to bake your jumbo shells in. Your jumbo stuffed shells, these taco stuffed shells. You're not going to pour all of your enchilada sauce in. Save about 1/4 cup of the enchilada sauce. And let's go ahead and let's stuff these shells, these jumbo shells that are really huge, you guys, with our taco meat mixture. Just sitting there stuffing these shells make you want to eat that meat just like you do Rotel. Okay, so go ahead and I'm going to stuff these shells, and I'm gonna have about 24 shells. These jumbo size shells, they're really big. I am using this aluminum foil pan, and these are about 24 shells for this aluminum pan, which I would say is equivalent to a 9x13 baking dish. And remember, we're going to bake these at 350 degrees. So go ahead and preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Now, once you have all of your jumbo shells stuffed with your meat mixture, your ground beef mixture, you will go ahead and pour over your stuffed shells the rest of the enchilada sauce for these taco stuffed shells, these jumbo shells, which are huge. And I'm gonna place some mozzarella cheese and the mild cheddar cheese on top, because this is what I already had in my fridge. And anytime I'm using pasta, I love to use mozzarella for that cheese pull, for the desired effect that people love to see when they're baking pasta. This is kind of like a pasta baked dish to me. And you're going to bake these at 350 degrees for 20 minutes, you guys. So now, once our pasta shells are out of the oven after baking at 350 degrees for 20 minutes, these jumbo stuffed taco shells, you can top them with whatever flavors you like. I am going to use some diced tomatoes from a can because that's what I have and it tastes good. If you want to top it with Rotel, you can. If you would like to squirt you on some sour cream, you can. Some avocado salsa. Y'all, the avocado sauce is delicious. You can. Okay, so this is how I topped my stuffed shells. I hope you guys enjoyed this taco stuffed shells recipe. That's right, stuffed shells, taco stuffed shells recipe. And if you've never tried this before, please go ahead and try it. Your family will enjoy it, and so will you. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Cooking with TK. Leave lots of comments down below. Stay tuned to my channel for another great video. Peace and have a great day.